Come to a comfortable seat. Bring your hands together at heart center. Close your eyes. Set an intention of kindness. Inhale your arms up overhead. And exhale, lean over to the right, stretching out your side body. Inhale your arms up overhead. And exhale, lean over to the left. Inhale your arms up. Bring your hands back to heart center. Inhale, push your chest forward, look up, and exhale, round your back. Tuck your chin into your chest. Taking some seated cat-cows in time with your own breath. Now make some circles with your neck, going one way and then the other. Just warming up your neck, stretching out, being kind to yourself. Come onto your hands and knees. Bring your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Inhale your left arm all the way up, and exhale, thread it through, coming onto your shoulder. Thread the needle for your arms. Make sure that your hips are in line. If you want to take it deeper, you can straighten out your right leg or take your arm to your left thigh, or both. Come back to table. And then inhale the other arm up. And thread it through. Stretching out your shoulders on the other side. If you want to take it deeper, straighten out your leg. Or bring your top arm around to hook onto your thigh. Come back to table. Bring your hands about a handprint in front of where they are now and push back into downward facing dog. You can bicycle out your legs here, move side to side, do whatever makes you feel good. Look up between your hands, step or jump through. Inhale your arms all the way up. Coming into Tadasana, the front of your mat, lift your arms up. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and lean over to the right, stretching out your side. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Grab your opposite wrist and stretch out the other side. Inhale your arms back up. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold all the way down to your mat. Bring your hands to the mat. Inhale, get length on your back, look up. Step back into plank. Lower your arms into chaturanga. Push up into upward facing dog. and push back into downward facing dog. Look up between your hands, step or jump through. Forward fold. Inhale all the way up to the sky. Bring your hands together at heart center. Stand in Tadasana. Lift your arms up to the sky. Forward fold all the way down to the earth. Look up and get length on your back, and then forward fold again. Step back into plank. Bend your arms into chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And then press all the way back into downward facing dog. Bicycle out your feet here if you want to, or whatever makes you feel good. Be kind to yourself. Look up between your hands and step or jump through. Reach your arms all the way up to the sky, and then fold all the way down to the ground. Look up and get length on your back, and then step into plank. Bend your arms into chaturanga. Push back your shoulders into upward facing dog, and then push back on your mat into downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up, and step it in between your hands. Coming into warrior one, with your back foot flat on the mat at an angle. Interlace your hands behind your back. Look up, get a little back bend. And then reach back up to the sky. And then come back into plank. Bending your arms into chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Pushing back into downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up, and then step it through in between your hands, coming into warrior one on this side. Front toes facing forward, back toes at an angle. Interlace your fingers behind your back, get a little back bend, look up. Reach your arms up to the sky and then all the way down to the earth, coming into plank. Bend your elbows into chaturanga, come into upward facing dog, and then stretch back into downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up, step it through. Turn your back foot out this time into warrior two, front heel in line with your back arch. Inhale your front arm up and back into a reverse warrior. Bending into that front leg. And back to warrior two. Interlace your fingers behind your back. And fold forward into humble warrior. Keeping weight in your back foot. Breathe here. Inhale and come back up into warrior two, and then back to the earth, coming into plank. Bend your arms into chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog, and then exhale back into downward facing dog. Inhale and lift your left leg up. Step it in between your hands, coming into warrior two. Inhale your front arm up and back, reversing your warrior, stretching out your side body. Coming back into warrior two. Interlace your fingers behind your back, and then fold forward into humble warrior. Keeping your front knee above your ankle. Keeping weight in your back foot and not locking out that back knee, keeping your joints soft. Come back into Warrior Two. And then back to the earth. Pushing right back into Downward Facing Dog. And bicycling out your legs. Stretching out your feet. Look up between your hands, step or jump through. Come into chair pose. Bring your hands together at heart center and then twist towards your right. Make sure your knees stay in line. You might have to pull one back to keep them even. Keep your spine long. Inhale your arms back up, staying in chair pose. Then bring your arms to heart center and twist over the other way. Inhale your arms all the way back up, keeping in chair pose. And then bring your hands to heart center and fold forward, straightening your legs. Just hang here. And then bring your feet about hips width apart and sit down into Malasana. Make sure your toes and your knees are tracking. Take a bind around your right leg, clasping your hands behind your back and opening your chest. Bring your hands back to heart center. Push open your chest, point your butt to the ground, and then bind over your other leg. Stretching out your shoulders, opening your chest. Bring your hands together at heart center. And then come onto your knees. Bring your hands to your lower back and slowly bend back into camel pose. Bring your hands to your feet, opening your chest. Imagine if there was a string attached to your chest, being pulled towards the sky. Let your head fall back. Slowly come out of it. Inhale your arms up, interlace your fingers, and then twist towards your right as much as you can using your abs. And then bring your arms out into a T, still twisting to that side. Inhale your arms up. Interlace with the other pinky on top this time, and then twist to the left. Now bring your arms out into a T and continue to twist here. Inhale your arms up and exhale, fall back into camel pose. Lifting your chest up to the sky, allowing your head to fall back. Breathing. On your next inhale, slowly sit back up. Inhale your arms up to the sky, bring them to heart center, and then come into a child's pose. Relaxing here. Now move your arms off to the right and your hips off to the left, stretching out your side. Come back to center, and then bring your hands to the left and your hips to the right. Breathing here. Come back to center. Come forward onto your stomach. Bring your arms out onto a T. And roll over onto your shoulder. Interlacing your hands behind your back. Alternatively, if you can't reach and your shoulders are too tight, you could use a strap or a belt. If you want it to be more intense, you can bend your other knee, and if you want it to be less intense, you can keep both of your legs straight. Come back to center, and then roll onto your other shoulder. Interlacing your hands behind your back or using a strap. Stretching out your shoulders. Come back to center, and then roll over onto your back. Hug your legs into your chest, then make circles on your lower back, giving yourself a massage. Bring your arms out wide. Bring your legs off to the right and look over your left. And then back to center. Bring your legs down to the left and look over your right. And then give yourself another hug, another little back massage. And if there's anything else you want to do, go ahead and do that now. And meet the rest of us in Shavasana. Bring your legs out, your arms out. Just relaxing, clearing your mind. Just laying there with your eyes closed for the next few minutes. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Reach your arms up overhead. Roll off onto your right side, coming into a fetal position. Stay here for as long as you need. And then when you're ready, slowly with your eyes closed, press back up into seated. Bring your hands together at heart center. Remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to the universe, and be kind to all life everywhere. Namaste.